Give it a couple seconds.
Oh no, he's
All right,
Millennium
Millennium Plaza.
pausing.
Millennium Plaza. I gotta think of something.
No, no, stop! Ew, gross.
What is it?
Ugh.
What are you doing?
He's millennial pausing. That's why he's doing a slow blink.
Oh, well, I
I'm doing
don't.
like a fast and concerted blink. So
Oh. What was
here's
that?
just to explain to my host what's happening now. It's not using the link that people were meant to go to for YouTube. So it should have opened up a new notification for people to show up.
Oh no.
Oh, hi, Den from Restream Support, who's just showed up.
Too little, too late.
Yeah. Well, here we are. Okay, let's get started. We are SQUAWKING Dead, a podcast pulverizing programs beyond the Walking Dead universe. Exactly. Sometimes it give you news. Sometimes it make you laugh. Sometimes we yell in the background playing Roblox.
No,
That's not what he's playing.
no.
I just used the word that used before we went on.
Yeah.
But most times we go deep. Not today, folks. Hey, Teresa Roach.
Hey, Teresa.
Hello.
Today we're here to tell you what we've been up to
Yes.
and what we will be up to in, I don't know. We'll talk about that. I'm glad people are hopping on right now. And also, I have to remind myself to open up TikTok so I can see the chat there. Sneaky chat.
Oh, I have it open.
You do? Okay, cool.
I do.
Do you want to be the TikTok mistress, I guess?
Not with that title, but yeah, sure.
Why not? Gosh.
I don't like
She's
it.
the TikTokstress.
You made it worse somehow. I don't know why.
It's all
But okay.
bad. It's all bad. I'm just on TikTok, you guys.
Unmuted
Just
now.
on TikTok. That's it. That's
Yep.
all there is.
Yep.
Oh,
All right. So let's start with where we've been and where we. Well, okay. Well, how far back do we want to go? Because we did the Silo season finale and the From season finale.
Picture
within-
it, Sicily, 19.
Picture it, Sicily. Sophia, I can't do like the raspy female voice, but I can do the accent. So yeah, we did that. Well, just about a month ago, I think. We wrapped up Silo and we wrapped up From's season 3 finale, Silo's season 2 finale, which to resounding craziness, which was lovely. And response too, by the way, we got
Heather!
quite a few.
Heather!
I was, in the middle of talking. That's fine. It's cool.
You can still talk. We're listening. We can multitask.
Dave can't.
Can you wait a sec?
Can you shut up
Can you-
while you're
can you
also
just
shutting up?
Shut up.
Just shut
We
up.
also-
Let me talk.
We also ran our penny raffle for Helena Relief in the midst of all this.
Yeah.
Or I think it was even just, it was just before our season finales of these lovely, lovely projects. And we've been lately connecting the fans with the talent. And we really literally only have 2 people left to actually do the recordings for. I can tell you, I don't know if Bridget and Rachel, you haven't seen any of the videos. I know you have access to
No, I
our
haven't gone to
Riverside.
watch any of them.
Mm-mm.
I feel like you should, because Sharon D has, and I can tell you, one of the greatest things about this whole thing is just the smiles we've been able to give these people. It was an unexpected, like, we know that it's gonna happen, but you don't really know how it's going to happen, and it just gets me every time, and I just love it. It's a great idea of Sharon D's. I still have to credit her every single time we bring this up, because that was Sharon D's idea.
It was 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like people are. Everybody has so much stuff, Like we all have so much art and so many figurines and just so much stuff that this was something that is one of a kind. You were the only one that has it, and it's.
Oh yeah, like instead of just rotating the items that we all
Right.
just gift each other over and over and over again.
So.
Well, sorry, I'm just watching Dan's reaction to my honest request to convert a studio to studio instead of RTMP. Anyway, thanks, Dan, for nothing.
Aw, thanks, Teresa.
Like,
That's
forget
really
it.
Sweet.
Oh,
Tell him to forget it.
something's going on your audio.
I know your
I think
audio
you
got
toggled
really
it
loud.
on instead of off, the auto gain.
No,
No.
it was blue, and I turned it gray.
It was too late. She was already on when she turned it off, Dave. So it didn't help.
Okay. Maybe you could leave and come back. It's not like Riverside.
How about I leave and don't come back?
Ugh, well, you're blowing Dave out of the water.
Yeah.
so-
Gonna.
He's panicking.
What'd you say? Anyway.
She said F you, Dave.
Oh,
not coming back.
Oh, yeah, it's the hello for Rachel for me. Okay, so we're messing around a little bit too much on live. It's like we keep forgetting that it's not pre-recorded. Hi, Heather.
Wow.
Hi, Heather. Love you too.
Hi. Thank you,
Yeah.
Teresa.
Now
for
that
saying
we're allowed
So
to speak,
sweet.
felt like we should prioritize greeting the fans that show up.
Not while. How would you feel if you were saying something and hey, Heather. Hey,
Oh
Heather.
God.
Hey,
what?
Heather.
Dave, everybody
And I'd
talks
be
over
like-
everybody on this. It doesn't matter.
Yes, when somebody's trying to
Wait a minute.
interject with
I
a
wasn't
point.
yelling. You must be thinking about Rachel when she was saying hi, Heather.
Yes, kind of. She's not here, so we talk less about her while she's gone. Obviously.
Heather,
First of all, I have to
look what your-
apologize to the audience.
Look what your greeting did, Heather. Look at what you've created.
You blew up this whole thing. Everybody's
You've
leaving
created
because of
a
what
monster.
I did. All right, so I think that's great. That's it. We should talk about what's coming. We'll point out the obvious stuff that's coming soon, which is The Walking Dead Dead City is spring. Oh, someone won't let me in. I forgot
Yeah,
that
you
this is
forgot
how
to let
things
her
work. She's just pop in. I'm sorry, Rachel.
Wow.
I thought maybe she wasn't gonna come back. Like
I'm not used to this. This is
I can leave.
no, you can't.
I
You
mean,
are.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tess. I'm so sorry. I'm just reading.
Oh, it's
I'm just
Theresa.
reading your thing. I'm so
My
sorry.
God,
I'm so sorry.
it's Theresa.
it's Tess.
Sorry.
No, it's Tess.
It's Tess. She literally just said she'd like to be called
Please
Tess.
call me Tess.
But her name's Theresa. It's like the Irish
So?
Theresa.
Will you
Yeah.
read with
David's
your
dying.
I don't
eyes?
read, guys.
a
I don't
weird
read the
dad.
chat anymore because you
my
guys will just
gosh.
say it while I'm talking, right?
We're
Is
telling
how
you.
this works.
Well, I'm sorry. We
Tess.
tried.
Tess.
We tried, Tess.
Am
Tess.
I apologize though.
I'm gonna do everything wrong throughout this entire stream. So
Ooh,
what?
Yeah,
what
no. No. Mm-mm.
also,
no.
let's talk about Native
Gonna have a
American
problem.
culture.
Nope. I'm gone. Bye.
No,
I know.
don't
She's
go
gonna leave. She's
again.
gonna leave.
I
Stop.
will leave.
Okay, so where we're headed is obviously in spring, generally speaking. We have, because there's no date yet, and there haven't been much in the way of teasers for Dead City. But Dead City should be coming sometime in the spring.
Yeah.
My guess is it's going to be April. AMC tends to do this with shows that they haven't gotten their S together about, I guess. So, and April is usually the day when they say spring, or apes at the month when they say spring, and it's usually the early part of the month. It's like, well, not only is it in April, but it's like literally a week or two from, like, say March, the end of March or something like that. Oh, it's in the beginning of April. So that's my guess, which means a whole new season of hell for us as podcasters. Because guess what? I think The Last of Us is also coming in April as well, if in fact it is.
Yes.
That's what's going to happen. Hey, Samantha.
Hey, Samantha.
I mean, that
I-
makes sense that AMC would try to throw it out at the same time too. A zombie property at the same time.
Well, just to recap one thing, when The Last of Us season 1 came out, the showrunners, Druckmann, et al., all those people had mentioned that they did not want to release the series until the Walking Dead season finale finally aired. So I don't obviously they're not coordinating this time around, but
Well, I said AMC. I didn't say HBO.
oh.
That's the
Oh,
opposite.
so they're the selfish ones. Okay.
That's the opposite.
That's what I get for blowing my wad on trying to get this live stream
Ew.
started correctly.
Ew.
My mental wad
Stop.
doesn't make it better, does it?
No, it's worse. Somehow.
I'm shooting mental blanks.
Stop.
How are we doing, TikTok mistress? In the chat.
Stop. I hate
Nothing.
everything that you're saying. I hate everything that's coming out of your mouth right now.
Rachel, how are we doing on talking about the Danae people? I'm just pushing everybody's
Oh my
buttons
gosh.
today.
Okay.
I don't know
All right.
what's happening.
I'm in charge now. Forget it.
Oh, what
Forget
else
it.
is new?
I go
TikTok
live. I
mistress?
go live more often than you. Clearly,
You do, you
I'm in
do.
charge. I'm in charge now. I'm the captain now. Okay. So anyway,
Look at me. Look at me. I am
I'm
the
still.
captain now.
I'm the captain now.
I'm waiting. It's like
Okay, so we are going to be covering very excitingly, even though we don't know what's happening with Walking Dead properties. Okay, we will be covering Dead City whenever that may come back.
wait. I already said
We
that.
will cover Daryl
So much for being in
Dixon
charge.
whenever that would come back. We will cover The Last of Us season 2 whenever that would come back. Oh, it's in April or
Oh, hey,
Um,
pause. I should mention we did say this on social media, but The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon's season 3 principal photography is completed. Officially, AMC finally announced it after the world basically said, first, we knew first because we saw them pack up in a city somewhere
Yes.
that I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, please don't.
So, yeah. But
Was it
apparently,
Philadelphia?
yes, 100%. Right where the CRM is, correct?
Right.
Correct.
They
Anyway.
they were celebrating the Super Bowl win.
Yeah, they were all there.
And as we all know, the PPP cards stand for Philadelphia, Philadelphia, Philadelphia.
Right.
Just
Eagles.
3 times.
Why wasn't there an exclamation point or 3?
I don't know.
So much enthusiasm, guys. All right, so continue with the thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's the third? What's the final thing you were going to get to? I think it
Well,
was, right?
was going to say that we have been given approval to cover Dark Winds season 3, which is not something that we've covered previously, but is quite exciting. And so we will be doing a gigantic episode to cover seasons 1 and 2 to get us caught up. And then we will cover season 3, and those episodes should drop. Date of episode drop is the plan.
Right. Well, when you say approval, you mean AMC emailed us a couple months ago
Mhm.
giving us screeners for seasons 1,
Well,
2,
I
and
wasn't
most
sure
of season
what I was
3.
allowed to say. That's why I was like, wait a second, because I almost said it, and then I was like, wait, am I allowed to say that? Let me just say.
I hinted at it at the
approval.
end of one of our episodes with the end tag that I usually put for the audio podcast, but it's for video too now. So
Okay.
I did mention it, but it was still up in the air whether or not we were going to cover the series because we were all kind of watching the first few episodes, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. Just to give you a little insight into what I'm thinking. And then I guess we all decided as a team, except for Rachel, because she's busy as hell. We'll talk about Rachel's journey a bit, because I'm excited for your position that it's official now. But
Yeah.
Yeah, so screeners we got. AMC just gave them to us. They said we need more eyes on this series. Basically when they're saying, will they give us all the seasons? We got the season finale. I think if it's only 6 episodes, we got that.
It's 8.
Is it 8? Okay, so
It's
we got
8, yeah.
we got episode 6.
I saw it.
May not have even
I
been a
didn't
week
watch it,
ago.
but I saw it drop in my email. So yeah.
That's exciting.
Okay, so that's cool. So we have 2 more episodes to go now. Another thing that I'll leave this for Sharon to. What's so special about season 3?
Well, for all of our Fear the Walking Dead family, Jenna Elfman is going to be joining season 3.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jenna Elfman, who
As a matter of fact, I have already watched the first episode because there was no rule against that since I was.
Yes, there is. Oh my
No,
god!
I watched the first episode.
God,
And it's really good.
Okay, fine.
There's a really awesome surprise in it that I can't wait for everybody to see.
Jenna Elfman takes over for
That would be cool, but no.
Zahn McLaren.
No, that's
Is it
that's
Bodhi?
dumb. That's so stupid.
That is, yes, this is the
Bodhi.
point. Because I could see it now. She's
So
just
dumb.
dressed like him and everything.
That's so dumb, Dave.
She also like
So
stoops
stupid.
down because she's immensely
You know,
tall.
if anybody
for
was
some
going to take
reason.
over for Zahn McLaren, it would be Bernadette Manuel. She would take over for Joe. So
Well, I would even pause right now to say the reason why we're bringing this up now, aside from the Jenna Elfman announcement and all that, which is great. Jenna Elfman, who, in case we're living under a rock and this is not unusual, in case you haven't watched Fear the Walking Dead and are interested, she appears in season 4, Fear the Walking Dead, as not Jenna Elfman, but actually kind of as Jenna Elfman, as June.
she's
Or
also
Naomi,
in season
Laura.
5, 6, 7, and 8. Just
Naomi.
Yeah.
No, just season 4. She dies and comes back with another name somewhere within season 4. Twice, actually. It's amazing. So
Just a fun little fact, though. I have her knives from season 4. The actual
How did you
on
get those
set.
again?
Since
Our
when?
wonderful friend Eliza bought them at the auction and sent them to me. So I have
Which one? Which auction again?
the
the
Walking
giant
Dead.
one.
Yeah, the big Walking Dead fan auction. I'm not sure which one it was,
Okay.
but she sent. I got both knives from Laura, the one that's clean and the one that has the zombie blood on it.
That's
Do you know what
fun.
season they were from?
4.
If
Four.
it's
Okay.
from
It was from
episode
the
Laura,
episode
then
Laura.
it's season 4.
Okay. Gotcha. When you say Laura, I'm like, oh, okay. Fine. Okay, one of her names, Naomi Laura June. So I mentioned this because I wanted to give you guys a chance to watch the series. And what's been great for the last several months is that many, I would even venture a guess to say all of AMC's catalog is on Netflix for you to enjoy. That means seasons 1 and 2 of Dark Winds. So if you want to catch up and watch along with us, this is something that we have not done for the most part for shows that we want to backtrack on, like oh, we didn't announce what we're going to do From. We just kind of did it. So here's a series that we would like to watch with you and cover with you. And as episodes 1, 2, 3 of season 3 come out, we're all on the same page. We can delve into the recap all together. You guys can join us in one of our studios. Now, the only way, this is a prepend for the fact that the only way to join in these recordings usually is to head over to either kofi.com/squawkingdead, that's ko-fi.com/squawkingdead, or patreon.com/squawkingdead, and just follow us because that's where we post our schedules. It's going to be in the pin post at the top of the posts feed, and there you will get the studio link and also the latest dates and times. We will send you a notification if you are following us when that schedule changes. So when we cover the next thing and the next thing, you'll be alerted to when that schedule changes. Join us in the studio. There is a chat. It's real time. There's not this minute delay between when you type it in and when we see it. It's pretty real time. We want you there with us so that you guys can comment on the things that you've seen in seasons 1. And we're going to do like we said earlier, we're going to do season 1 and 2 recap. The seasons 1 and seasons 2 episode length it's like there's 6 episodes for season 1, 6 episodes for season 2. So it's a total of 12 episodes for both seasons. I can tell you, all of us, I think, watched season 1 at least, and I'll say it's not as supernatural or as apocalyptic as our usual shows, I think.
Yeah,
But
that's fair to say.
there is some like spookiness to it, and there's some cliffhangers from things that you thought were resolved but aren't in season 1 that are kind of mysterious and spooky, and the way they explained it is that was the case. So what else can we say about season 1 of Dark Winds at the very least?
Well, they incorporate Native American mysticism into it.
Right, in mythology, yeah.
Right, in mythology. So I mean, it is. You guys know I'm not really into the dream sequences and stuff like that, but in this case, it's brief enough and it's meaningful enough to the story that it's I can deal with it. But it's a very gritty show. It's a very gritty.
Based in the early 70s, I think it is.
I think season
mid
70s. I think season 1 is in 69 or 70, and then season 2 is a little bit shortly after that. But yeah, it is set in the 70s. It's deals with Native American justice and law keeping and stuff. It's just a fantastic show. And what drew me to it originally was it's produced by George R.R. Martin and Robert Redford, which can you get any better than that?
Redford's pretty great.
So that was what drew me into watching it in the first place. But it's really good. If you like murder mysteries, it's got a lot of that to it. History. It's just a really great show. Great dynamic between everybody.
The cast is incredible.
You get a chock full of history too. Like up front, they kind of have to front load you with a bunch of knowledge too about, like, even if you didn't know anything about Native Americans in the U.S. and history and their oppression and all that stuff. You get a lot of that in the first episode or 2 or 3. The first episode's a lot at once, and then it kind of like slow burns it off so that we don't have to tell you over and over again, but every now and again we'll remind you that this is the way the world is, at least in this time. And
But
I think it's great. I think it gives a good perspective into, even I guess in some senses, current events. But
well, I was going to say that I don't think that life on reservations has changed a whole lot
Right.
from the 70s. I mean, there's some improvements, but I think it's still a pretty bleak place to live. I think like the casinos and stuff have helped with that and brought a little bit of money into the reservations and the into Native American societies, but they're still it's still a very sad situation.
I agree.
I wanted to mention that Baton is here in the TikTok chat.
Oh, hey,
So-
Hi,
Baton.
Baton.
So I just want
Oh, we're gonna definitely need you
yes
on the spring. We kind of
And-
talked about it earlier.
And then I
And-
had something else to mention, and I forgot what it was. So
For those of you who were Westworld fans, the lead of this show is on McLarnon. Was he played the Native American in the Westworld episode Kiksuya, which was about the Native Americans in the park. And he was in a few episodes of that, which was what I learned of him from Westworld. And then he moved on to this show. He's an excellent actor, super awesome.
Well, I mean, for those of you, and I highly encourage you, I haven't mentioned this much on the show more than behind the scenes, but I was alerted to Zahn McLaren, who's the lead actor of the series. What does he play?
Joe
Cher-
Leaporn.
Sorry?
Joe Leaporn.
Joe Leaporn on the series. So I was alerted to him from Longmire.
yep.
And
Okay.
he features very, very prominently in that series, and
he was
probably
also on Reservation Dogs.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
He was probably one of he was my favorite actor on the series of Longmire, and I highly
He's
recommend you
great.
watch it. I think you know what, that's interesting. I think Netflix might have gotten rid of Longmire, because Netflix, every now and again, they go through a cycle of shows that they eventually lose their license on, and yeah, I think that was one of them. But
Well, you can purchase it on DVD. They did sell it on DVD, which was rare. That was a Netflix
correct me if I'm wrong.
original, I thought, but
I thought too, but listen, correct me if I'm wrong. And I think, I don't know, I think a series, Netflix does sometimes move their originals. I mean, do you remember that period where everybody was kind of making fun of Netflix for just green lighting things and then shutting them down almost immediately?
well, yeah,
Movies,
that's like
series.
their whole thing.
So
Their
they're
whole thing.
they're pruning their catalog.
I
basically.
did want to mention that Noah Emmerich is also in Dark Winds, and you
Yes.
might know him from The Walking Dead. He played Dr. Jenner. So
Yes.
Oh yeah,
it's like kind of a big deal. There's a little bit of a crossover there too. So
is it Emmerich or Emmerich?
I don't know.
know.
I'm probably mispronouncing it.
I think it's
but-
Emmerich.
Okay. Longmire is available on Pluto TV and Paramount Plus right now,
Ooh.
and Prime.
There you go.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Well, Dave got excited.
I got
Anyway,
very excited.
but let's move on to talking about the things we're actually covering, because we're not covering Longmire. Dave.
Why not?
I mean, we could.
Which is a topic of conversation I want to bring up for
Surprise!
the audience, by the way. I mean,
surprise, we're covering Longmire.
as long as we're here, I actually kind of wanted to get your feedback. For those 11 of you plus TikTok who are here, I am really curious to know what you'd like us to cover. I'm gonna just say it out loud. There's a part of me that's, because I'm watching the show with Evelyn right now, and I'm just kicking my own ass, thinking, why aren't we covering Severance? If you guys have not watched Severance, I am losing my mind rewatching it, finding new details, and going, I know everybody's doing it, by the way, first of all.
That's
But
what's going
second,
to literally be my response to you. Just
but
saying.
like, it's us. We go pretty, we're us. So we're, right, TikTok mistress?
I'm not.
What did
I'm not
Veton
re-
say just
I'm
now?
not responding to that. He didn't say anything.
Rachel, you were
He
He
gonna say
probably
something.
left because of what you're saying.
No, I think he stayed because of what I was saying. Rachel, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
Just our cook at work was talking about Severance this morning and how good it was. And I love Adam Scott, so I've seen just like little, not even previews, but like stills of it.
Sorry. Oh, and to your point though about that, the cinematography is just off the charts. Every single freaking frame of the series, mostly still shots, but then they have the motion shots, which is just bleh.
They did a crazy promo for it at maybe New York Comic Con also,
Showing
where
the video
like
work.
no, they're
Oh.
in the actual actors were in a cubicle like acting, and it was like glassed off
Uh-huh.
to the people around it, and that was
Mhm.
like this weird art
Like in the middle of the
installation.
floor.
Ooh.
Yeah, in like some public area. I don't remember if it was Comic Con. I don't remember where it was,
Oh,
but I just
okay.
saw it. Anyway, they were publicly like acting out their roles. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. I don't have anything to say about it. Everybody and their mom is covering it, so
Well, how do you feel about
that's
it?
how I feel
mean,
about that.
is
but
it like an obvious like we should have been doing it?
I haven't watched it. I don't know.
Oh, you son of a mother.
Why? Why?
Why? Well, you can't say anything then. There you go.
Why?
If-
But why would we cover it?
Shut it
No,
down.
make the case for it. Make the case.
Okay, the visually incredible,
Okay.
but also hidden themes, things that are dropped that don't come back for a while, if at all.
Does
like,
anyone?
We're in season 2, and there are things that were said in season 1 that were like, wait, what happened to that tiny little thing that they dropped in episode 2 or 3 that is interesting, that kind of stays in your mind as you keep watching the series, or forget and comes back with a vengeance?
My husband would say that this is oppositional defiance disorder, but
Oh, what you're doing right now?
the bigger case that you're making, the less I want to cover it. So
I
It's
mean,
like
honestly,
Rachel, too.
the
It's
drop.
Rachel.
Well, yeah, no, I was on board with Adam Scott, and then you were like, and then they show you things, but then they don't talk about it forever, and I'm like, yeah, you're losing me. Losing
It's
me
not
right there.
like that show that we
Yeah.
cannot talk about
Yep.
anymore. It's not like
Yeah.
that at all. And
That's what it's sounding like, though.
No,
I would have
it's
to watch it.
it's visually stunning and pleasing to watch, and you don't care. There's so many cool. It's so. Here's the other thing. It's very quirky. It's like simultaneously dark, and then all of a sudden you'll find yourself laughing at something that is just
Well, that's the Adam
objectively
Scott
goofy.
magic.
It's everybody. Everybody is equally funny. There's John Turturro. I don't know everybody else that's on the show. I don't know their names. But then you've got Christopher Walken in there, and that is objectively anytime he says anything, even
right, now
subtly.
Now I'm back on.
Now
board.
she's back. Yeah, there we go. Listen, I know we've this 7.5 years. Well, 7 years we've been doing
Well,
this. So
whoever watches this, why don't you give us your opinion as to what you would like us to cover?
Yeah.
speaking
Instead
of
of Dave just
speaking of someone
steamrolling it.
watching this, Aiden, what we were laughing at earlier, Aiden had said just opened the stream in a panic because it looked like Rach was in a neck brace. I now she is not. See, she is not, and she looks like Kenny from South Park, only gray.
Oh my god, they killed Rachel, you bastards!
Never do that again.
I'm still
That's-
here.
That actually kind of. I knew it was coming, but it still scared me. Do you know what I mean? It still hurt my feelings for some reason.
I do look like I belong in Colorado, though.
Yeah. How's the weather?
It's terrible. It was 11 degrees today.
Oh,
11 degrees.
I
Yeah.
thought it was bad here, like
I
23.
don't like it.
Feels like 11. But you were saying how your electric bill is really high, and I was going to say about the same for a space
No, that
that's
was me.
No, that was Bridget. I
Oh.
said mine. I keep
Oh.
mine purposely
yours-
low.
but for the same reason.
I freeze. Yeah.
Yeah. So for a barely not even 1,000 square feet, mine is what I'm trying to remember what you said yours was. It's just under that.
Oh,
So-
Okay.
I said $400.
Oh no, it's about 100. I didn't want to say it out loud.
It's fine. I paid it. It was $400.
Mine's 100 less.
I had
but
to.
yeah.
Luckily, I had to pay it over like several weeks. I paid like, I paid like 100 here, and then because it's such a big bill. I can't just chuck
I know,
up.
but that makes me upset.
Well, I don't have $400 to just throw down an electric bill, but
It upsets me. I wanna
well,
hit s-
people
I wanna
make
hit
me
somewhere.
famous so that I can just do this for a living, and then I'm not kidding. Don't make me famous, please, for the love
No,
of God. do
please
not
make
me famous.
Bridget famous.
That
It'll
makes
give her
me so anxious. Please don't.
anxiety,
Actually,
exactly.
please don't do that.
I don't want the fame. I just want the riches.
Please
by the
don't
way-
make me famous.
if you aren't here watching us live, but if you are here, please tell us. Again, in the comments, let us know what you've been watching, what you've been enjoying. Let us know what you'd like us to cover, because we are interested and we will hit it. We will just go at it. I'm saying things that sound awful.
He is also
We will look into it.
You do that.
within reason.
No,
okay?
no
Within
reason.
reason.
No reason. Just
No,
go at
within
it.
reason.
Just anime.
Stop.
Let's go. Let's
No.
go. Francisco will join us on
Yeah.
stream.
That'd be fine if it was Zom 100. Anyway,
You can do that. I'm
Only?
not into anime.
I love Zom 100. I would totally cover that. Anyway,
Yeah. But we talk about other things too.
no,
Okay,
I like
watch-
talking about zombies.
Watch B-Star. It's great. B-Stars. It's phenomenal.
I'm not watching that. Whatever
You
that
should-
is.
You should. think
I
you would.
recommend
No,
the
I
pit.
don't like it.
If you guys aren't watching it, I highly recommend the pit.
I'm
Yeah.
watching Resident
This is-
Alien.
Because another show that just
Oh, yeah,
showed
that's
up
a
on
good one.
Netflix. Yeah.
That's a good one.
The Pit is on Max. I think it is.
It's
Yeah.
it's like ER again, isn't it?
It's like
Again.
it's
ER
like
and 24.
because each episode is an
Had a
hour in
cesarean.
the ER of one day. So instead of having like everything wrapped up in one episode, you're following them throughout the whole day.
I
It's
see. I
really
didn't know that.
good. Yes, it's really good.
Yeah, it's
I'm
it's
so
greenlit
mad
for
that I'm
season
caught
2
up.
already.
I'm so mad that I'm caught up and I have to watch it week to week. I just hate it so much.
Well, is the season not over yet?
No, they're only on episode 7.
Okay. Well,
So you've
it's-
only watched 7 hours of what they've done? I'm so
yeah,
confused.
in real life.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds terrible.
You know the
Like
concept of 24,
You don't
right?
remember 24?
I never watched 24.
Oh, but you understand the concept though, right?
No.
Just every episode was
Each-
an hour in the real
So
world
what-
show.
What they're doing is they're showing you like real time what's
terrible.
going on in the ER. So instead of like at the end of the first hour in a regular show, everything's wrapped up and X person dies, whatever. This in one episode there's one storyline where a family is losing somebody and they follow them for like the 5 or 6 hours that they're in there while this is happening. And it's really good. But they also focus on the lives of the doctors and the med students that are coming in. It's
So-
really good.
So is this one of those shows where you actually like people have to go to the bathroom because they're like following them around? Like you never see anybody use the bathroom on a TV show, but if it's if you're watching an excruciating hour of this person's life, that they have to go to the bathroom at some point, right?
It's not
It
just the one
switches.
person.
It
so
switches to different people.
right. So you get like a sense of time based on what's happening in different settings in the hospital. So
Right.
you're not
You're following
nothing is
different
wasted.
You're following different doctors and like they'll cut from this doctor. But like Noah Wiley did say that he had to go to the bathroom and like actually went into the restroom in the last
See?
episode. So
And then
like-
switched and it followed another person. So
followed somebody
Okay.
else. So.
Yeah, I like
yeah.
that.
You didn't watch him go to the bathroom, but he
No.
mentioned that he needed to.
But he acknowledged the fact that he's human and had to use the bathroom.
I feel like
That never
changing
happens.
I feel like changing this episode title on YouTube to Rachel likes it when characters go to the bathroom. It'll fit. I promise you.
You know, when it's
That's why
acknowledged.
That's why her
I
favorite
agree.
episode of Fear the Walking Dead is when we see Dwight taking a pee on the side of the road.
Well, that and okay, the first time we see, not the first time, when Morgan
Oh, yeah. When we meet
we see him in
Wendell.
the truck stop at the beginning of the
Yeah.
episode. I can forget which one it is.
I can't
but-
remember what episode, but that's when we meet
First meet Wendell.
when Morgan meets Wendell. I think it's when the audience meets Wendell too.
and
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
and Morgan's in the bathroom.
Morgan's literally on the toilet.
Yep.
And
And I was like,
yes,
see, somebody's going to the bathroom.
Reading a cat fancy magazine.
exactly.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna read, right? I would
Anything
read
but
it.
One of
cat
those things.
fancy, personally. But
Yeah, but if that's all you got,
So Heather's saying, I've
pick
been
up a
watching
shampoo
the.
bottle. We've all been there. You've never read the back of a shampoo bottle while you're on
of course
the
I
toilet.
have.
Right.
Thank
I
you.
was-
Everyone
I've
has.
been
Thank
around.
you.
I was around before phones.
Right? We've all read the back of a shampoo bottle.
I've read the insert to a tampon box. You know,
Yep.
whatever you got around.
Yep.
What are the ingredients to this serum? It's not mine, but I wonder
Heather,
what's in my wife's hair or my mom's, whatever.
Heather says
Sissy.
she's been watching The Pit, and that's her hometown, so she loves it. And she's also watching Paradise on Hulu with Sterling K. Brown.
Okay,
I
that's
do-
another
do
series
love
I wish I
Sterling
jumped
K.
on.
Brown.
Paradise is the first episode
I-
is a masterpiece.
I watched the first episode and I haven't watched any more of it. It was good. It's just like I went a different direction and started watching Shogun instead.
I've just been rewatching shows I've watched a million times. So
Same.
Oh,
Yep.
and
That's my life.
That's where you
I've been
usually say,
watching
"Suck it, Dave." Well, I don't know.
Yep.
I've been watching
Oh
everything.
no, that's not true. I did watched. Oh my gosh, Dexter's Original Sin.
That's all.
Oh, I
awesome.
heard it was good. I heard it was really good.
It's very good. Yes.
Tess says all the
you
products
guys-
in Reach were readable.
Yes, true.
Amen.
You guys like procedurals. You should try High Potential with Caitlin Olsen.
Also getting rave
High,
reviews.
High Potential makes it sound like it's about drugs. It's not at all. She's like the super smart woman. Like she just
Oh, I've seen the
high,
previews.
it's high. She's called a high potential individual. Like she notices details and stuff like that, but she is working as a cleaning lady and she's
It's like-
working in the police station and she helps them solve a case. But every episode, it's her and this other guy solving cases using her super cool intellect. And there's
So
a
it's like
couple of
Girl
other.
Psych.
I never watched Psych, so I don't know. But
That's what it
it's-
sounds like. Because she's
um,
just hyper observant.
Except Psych
Right.
is never
Yeah.
can never be duplicated.
No.
It's
But,
incredible.
I mean, I don't really like procedurals all that much, but I really like this. I really like High Potential, so it's good.
I get
recommend it.
burnt out on them. I get burnt out on procedurals.
I
You know what
like the ones
I
I
go
like,
through phases,
and I
and
get
then
overly critical of new
Yeah.
ones.
yeah,
That's like where.
Yeah, it's
I
like when
Kate-
somebody
I
tries
like
to convince
Kate
you to watch a
Olsen.
show, right?
yeah,
Yeah, but-
yes.
Yeah.
Stop
Like
it.
I like Caitlin Olsen too,
Yeah.
so it's not.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
you like
I
Kate
mean-
Olsen, you should watch The Mick.
I did watch it when it
That
was
was a good
first around.
show. That was a
She's
good show.
also on Hacks, which is another show I cannot recommend enough. Hacks with I
right.
almost said Charlene.
What
Oh
is
my
it? Gene
God.
Smart. Gene Smart. Yeah. So we've
and
talked
she-
about that.
She is an aging comedian, and her jokes are very
Hacky.
hacky. Exactly. So she
Mhm.
hires a young millennial woman to help her rewrite her jokes, and of course they clash, and it's all about their relationship. But it's kind of like Ted Lasso in a way that there's accountability. You know, like she realizes that she's accountable for the things that she's said all these years, even though it was just a joke. You know, it was just a joke, but jokes still hurt people. You know, and then watching her kind of come to the realization and accountability for the things she's done, but also watching Ava, who is the young woman, realize that all of her preconceptions of how things work and how things are done is wrong, and it is so good. I mean, like it is like my number one show right now, and it's getting ready to come back.
Well, more than
season 4.
accountability. Yeah, season 4, right? But more than accountability, I think the show's about growth. People who
Yeah,
are stuck
right.
and
right.
refuse to see that they're not
Right. Well,
stuck.
I'm thinking of a particular episode where a video has come out of all of the terrible jokes that she's made.
near the
and
end of
her-
season 3.
Right. Her reaction is like, "Well, I forget those people. They don't mean any, I blah blah blah." But what she ends up doing is sitting down and having a conversation, an earnest conversation with people who the jokes have hurt. Like at a town meeting, and it is fantastic. So if you love Ted Lasso, I think you'll really love Hacks. It's funny, it's sweet. I tear up more than once when I'm watching it. It's great. And Gene
you
Smart
lost me
won.
at the tears.
No, like
It's
I don't like crying.
so funny though.
No,
In
I
the
wanna cry.
meantime.
whatever.
Oh yeah,
Gene
please
Smart
stop
won.
it.
Gene
worth it.
Smart won. Best supporting actress. I mean, best actress for it. The Golden Globes. Excuse me.
So there was you were talking about Caitlin Olsen, right? I mean, if you don't know can't connect the name to the face, everybody knows her from It's Always,
It's always
Sunny
sunny
in
in
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. D.
Yeah. So talk about ubiquity. Speaking of,
Another show I never watched.
I can't believe you haven't. That
Nope,
is
didn't
like,
like it.
oh, you didn't like it?
it.
Okay.
Nope.
I don't watch it because I'm not into I don't really watch The Offices and the Big Bang Theories. It just for
That
some
is
reason
I love-
nothing. That
I
is
love all the
nothing
people
like that.
On that show. I
Yeah.
love
do
all
too.
all the actors on that show. just something.
Well, they're
it
just
just
it's just
I
because
didn't
they're
like
just the
the
worst
episodes.
people they're the worst people on earth on that
It's
show.
Philadelphia
Like,
Seinfeld,
all-
basically.
they're all they're all terrible, terrible people.
That's literally the premise of the show. Is if you would
Mhm.
talk to them, they'd be like, "Yeah, we wanted to do Philadelphia Seinfeld," and how that's
It's
different.
like the anti Ted Lasso.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to jump off of the Caitlin Olsen I mentioned to mention a show that I have not mentioned that Evelyn and I are watching. Which again, I should remind people we don't watch the same shows mostly. Mythic Quest on Apple TV. It is absolutely 100% phenomenal. It's almost every single frame is funny because let me give you the premise. It's basically a game development company and all the quirky, idiotic people. The whole premise is basically how does this company make money? Because it seems like most of the time nobody knows what they're doing or they're getting in their own way. Every position is getting in their own way. It's not like it's just funny. People, it feels like how do they even get the game to market? But then they kind of pull through. If you want to talk about growth, people grow through the show, but all through the while, it is funny. It bucks against let me say that in English. It bucks against trend. Like it's self-aware. It knows where it is in time and kind of plays with not current events per se, but just attitudes. Whoa, no, whatever you're doing is wrong.
What?
Whatever you just did is wrong.
Oh my god!
And you need to be canceled because
He said no.
I touched a wire.
No,
I touched a wire that isn't even anywhere near me.
Well,
Like,
don't do it again.
It's like Gonzo. Do you remember when Gonzo would like connect like a cord? It just
Yeah.
sounded like Gonzo was getting shocked on the Muppets or something. Or like, what was it that guy that appeared once on one of the Muppet movies? Like the guy, and then he just connects the things and gets electrocuted.
Anyway,
That's what it sounded like, yeah.
so I also wanted to mention, now that we've talked about a bunch of shows that we're not covering, that we are
that you should be suggesting, by the way. That's
that
the
we
whole point.
are attending a convention this year.
No. Oh yeah, we are.
Are we?
We are in May.
Sometimes I'm not sure.
In May, we've been given press passes officially for the camp in May in Peachtree City, Georgia. So we
Cool.
will be attending there. Dave booked an Airbnb already, so hope you're going.
yeah.
'cause
Oh yeah,
you have
that thread.
accommodations.
on our Zoom calls with Garrett and Liz Saunders, we made sure to tell them exactly how much fun they were going to have at camp this year.
Okay.
That's right.
Because Garrett and Liz are going to be there.
First timers too.
We're gonna try to get Antonella to get on board.
I already sent them all the messages, and there was talk about somebody else too in one of the Zoom calls that
well,
we
Scott
were trying,
McCord is going, and
we were
talked
trying
about
to
that as well.
we were encouraging Coop to get somebody else to go.
We could. I think we can say,
Okay.
we one of our Zoom calls. Okay, let me explain. This is actually kind of funny. I had scheduled, as you may or may not know, you probably don't, but you may have seen the results. Ashley won both a call with Cooper Andrews and the group call with Michael Satrazemis, executive producer, director, Fear the Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, Tales of the Walking Dead, and Phil McLaughlin, who did the editing for Fear the Walking Dead for the most part for almost all seasons. I decided that rather than schedule 2 separate calls, I figured I'd get Coop. I didn't tell Ashley this. I get Coop to crash in on the call with Phil and Mikey. And here I am thinking, oh, this is going to make things easier for me. No. Because rather than just, we say 10-minute call, by the way, 10-minute recording call with the talent, it ends up being a half an hour invariably. This was the longest call because as soon as Coop was there actually first, which upset me. First of all, I told Coop to be late on purpose.
He's gonna do the opposite of what you tell him.
Yeah. But he showed up, and Ashley's like just beaming. It didn't hurt that she had like an uplight or something, and when she was smiling and beaming, it looked
So
like
cute.
she was literally beaming. The call was an hour and a half long because
Oh my goodness.
Coop, Mikey, and Phil, mostly Mikey and Phil, once they got on there, it was just like it was like a reunion for them. They were just playing off of each other, and the fact that Ashley could just be there at the very least for that, but also sneak in some really good questions in the process was really, again, we're talking about the things that we've been up to. That was the thing that makes me smile in recent
It was
days.
fun. That was a great call.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Our cameras are off, so sometimes you don't remember visually that we were there. But
well, what were you going to share? Because that was the whole build up to sharing something.
Mikey,
Mike,
Cooper isn't going to encourage Mikey to come to camp.
Oh,
I would love to finally meet.
And Mikey encouraged Phil.
Right.
Oh my goodness, that's so cute.
So you guys need to message Mikey and tell him to come to camp.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be an official guest or anything like that. We just want him to come by and just walk around with us and experience things with us.
Like Seth.
Well, I told him
Seth.
I mean, I told him, like, you have no idea how many people would be just dying to meet and talk to you. Like, I'm talking about Mikey. Like, you would have no idea how many people would want to. Like, they would.
You didn't have to say that.
I can
speak
speak for myself. Phil. Yeah.
Everybody would be like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, no, I love Phil. I love Phil.
Phil
I
is
like
funny.
I like Mikey and Phil for different reasons. Like Mikey talks a lot of S, but Phil, he does that thing where like it's not obvious that he's talking S, but suddenly you realize, hey, what did you mean by that?
He's got a very dry sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly.
If you guys watch any of the calls, I recommend that one first.
Oh, sure, obviously.
Obviously not you in the audience.
Sorry,
you're not going to get any of
this.
this. I'm so sorry.
These are private conversations for the people who won them, but
unless
that's why you should keep an eye on what we're doing and follow us, because you could have won that at the low price of $5 because you could have. Honestly,
I cannot tell you how many people, when confronted, like Dawn posted that, like, oh, she took a screen grab of when she was on the call with Garrett Dillahunt, who played John Dory on Fear the Walking Dead, blah, blah, blah. You get it. And everybody was commenting, and I was like, to one person, I didn't want to do it to everybody because, like, that's weird. Like, you're harassing people for saying, oh, cool, you're lucky. No, just one person. I said, oh, how did you get to do that? And I went, well, hey, don't miss out and follow our stuff.
Follow us, you idiot.
Well, I didn't say that.
You absolute moron. Why aren't you following us?
I'm still getting.
Don't miss out the next time, you know?
Oh my gosh.
People liking the videos and stuff. It's
my reels are constantly notifying me.
Yeah. I've archived them, by the way. It's
like
I could not do it anymore.
Thank you.
Like,
where were all you people in your $5? All you likers? If everybody liking those videos had donated $5, oh my god, we could have rebuilt Brother Wolf Animal Hospital.
we should say this, because if you ever want to peek into what it must be like, because when we released those promo videos for each of the talent that we brought onto this charity giveaway thing that we did, the penny raffle, we did a collaboration request on Instagram. And so what that does is it drops the promo onto their feed. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to social media, people don't care.
They really do not.
Oh, she's so beautiful. And then like in different languages.
Weird comments coming through that I was like, yeah, all I have to say is, like, when you go to a convention, just be nice when you're talking to the celebrities, because they're doing this all day, and y'all, I'm talking to you. Hey, you say weird
You're
stuff.
on TikTok. Tell them on TikTok, mistress.
You say weird stuff out loud, okay? I've been sitting there when you've been saying it, because I worked as a handler, and I'm like, that's weird.
Oh,
you just said that out loud.
Oh, wow. We should
Why
talk
would you
about
say
this more
that?
often.
Why would you say that out loud? So weird.
And we would never name you. We'd never name you, but
I will not, but I will behind closed doors, because I will, because I am messy.
Don't mess with this lady or man.
I'm messy, and I want people to know what you said, because it was weird.
Well, you want us to know.
Now I want to know. I need
I'll
to
tell
know
you later.
some of these weird
I'll
things.
tell you later.
What was it? You were, what's his name?
I probably say weird things. I know. Not probably. I say weird things.
Was it Paul Wells you were doing the handling?
Yeah,
for?
Robert Hayes.
Yeah.
And then I also did handling for Anthony Azor, and that was arguably probably some of the weirdest stuff that I heard.
Oh, what did Shauna
yuck, I
say
don't
that
like
one time?
I don't
I
like
just want to say
that.
Shauna's name. Hi, Shauna.
Oh,
Nothing to do with her.
don't call her out like that.
She'll
Stop.
appreciate it. Which she just wants to. She just wants to know we're
Stop.
thinking of her. So I just thought she's not here.
She's not.
She'll
She
say
will be,
later.
though.
She didn't say
Yeah.
anything weird.
No,
She has
I
kids,
know.
so she knows. So-
Right.
But some people
She was
have
handling
never,
too.
who have
For the
never
audio podcast,
interacted-
I am making a face right now because
For
Shauna
people
is
who-
Shauna. Still.
For
Shauna's
people who've
awesome.
never interacted with children, like to talk to a child actor
Yeah.
can be very weird.
I was more talking about the Wells thing, the Hayes,
Oh.
Robert Hayes thing.
Oh well, yeah, because
Yeah.
he's like so
He's a
handsome.
snack. And I'm like, I
He's
don't
so
know, whatever
handsome. So everyone's
people
like,
say.
Gosh.
"Oh my gosh, you're just like so cute," and it's like, okay, well,
Aw.
that's nice, but he's also like a person, so like, you know, maybe don't be weird.
People are
Anyway,
weird. People are weird.
People are super weird. So, you know, just know that they go through that all day. So if they're not like on when you get to them, don't hold it against them personally because it's exhausting.
I've heard those comments and I've had to run defense for many.
Yeah,
many an
it's
actor,
exhausting.
so,
It's
yeah.
really exhausting. You're on all day and you're talking to people all day, and it's not just that you're talking to them. It's like they want the magic from you. They want like this magical experience because they've built it up in their head, and that's so hard. Aw, Thomas, that's nice.
Aw.
Happy birthday, David. Okay, so
Thank you, Thomas.
very sweet. So anyway, so we've got the convention, we've got what we're covering. Is there
Yeah.
anything else that anybody wanted to mention?
So let me mention, I think tickets are sold out for the camp. Basically, if you
IVIP
can
is
show
sold
up.
out. IVP is sold out. General admission is not sold out.
right. So, anyways, if you want to go to the camp, you can head over to thecampevents.com. The event occurs on Memorial Day, the U.S. Memorial Day is May 24th, 23rd.
5th ish around there.
Yeah.
4th and 5th? 24th
Yeah.
and 5th?
You can head over to the page, find out more. It's this year, 2025. So, yeah. It happens in Peachtree City, Georgia, at a different venue. It's the Crown Plaza this year instead of the Hilton Peachtree Convention Center place thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to be there. We will not, and I'm going to say this now, we won't have a vendor table this year. So you will have to look out for one of four of us throughout the floor. We'll probably be together for the most part, I think, this time around.
You'll see me. I'll be the pink blur running by.
Yeah, I'll be the. No, you won't see me. I'm 5'2", and I blend in quite well. Although look for the hairy arms, probably summer-ish.
True.
So we will be there. We have stickers. If you bump into us and you haven't gotten a sticker, this is gonna be something I say now and probably for the next few months. We all are going to have stickers and stuff on us. And if you don't have it, if you didn't get any, just hit us up and somebody will go, haha, this is for you, and then all that stuff.
Oh, I thought you meant like we were gonna have stickers on us and they could just like come up and
peel them off of my hairy arms. Ugh. Although if you buy us a coffee on Ko-fi, I'll definitely do that for you. But I don't think you want a hairy
Hey, Jason.
hairy back
Jason.
sticker.
Ha! I'm number 1. Boom.
Oh.
Maybe I don't.
Number 2, I'm not.
You know
last.
what?
You're so
I'm not even
good.
gonna explain that. Just
Number 1. We know. If you know,
Okay.
you know.
So, camp shows that we're covering. What else are we mentioning, Dave?
well, let's backtrack a little bit. If you have only just shown up, Heather McDowell on Facebook.
Ooh, Heather.
That's my girl.
That's a girl.
What up, TS?
That's a private joke that we have explained actually at one point, but we
Probably.
won't. Thanks, Theresa. Tess. I love the name Theresa. So okay. Anyways,
I tried.
Just
I
to
tried, Tess. I'm
backtrack.
trying.
what we have been doing is we finish out From season 3, finish out Silo season 2. You should check those episodes out. They're on Spotify video as well as YouTube video.
And if you want a quick watch, if you're not like engaged in a full series, we did cover Earth Abides. And
That's right. Yeah.
that was a mini series that we covered. It's post-apocalyptic. It's based on a novel from 1954. Sorry, I'm pulling into the recesses of my mind right now. And
it was on MGM Plus.
Our final episode has a special guest appearance from one of the hosts from Relishing the Dead,
Carol Jameson.
and that made it very fun. And so if you're looking for like just like, oh, I want to listen to something when I'm driving to and from work, highly recommend that being your like go-to thing if you're looking for like not a long commitment.
Yeah, and that show surprisingly was very heartwarming by the end of it, and I was very happy to talk about the last 3 episodes and the last, like that last episode that we covered, covering the last 3 episodes of Earth Abides, was just, I loved that whole discussion.
It was good. And I listened to a lot of I got the audiobook and I listened to a lot of it. And so there's a lot of comparison to draw there that was really cool to kind of uncover. And so that comes up through that series as well. So worth a listen. And I don't know, what do you think, Dave? Is it maybe 6 hours tops?
Our coverage is
All of those episodes?
Our coverage of it, I
Yeah.
think, is maybe. Did you say 6 hours? I think it's.
Yeah.
I don't think it's even more than 4 because
Okay.
the episodes were about an hour a piece, if not 40 minutes, and we covered in 4 episodes. I think it was 6 episodes.
Yeah.
So it's a very quick watch for you watching us, and also if you've watched the series, I highly recommend it at this point. Knowing that it's a mini series, walking into it, I think you should watch it. Check out our coverage, see if we're on the money with some of these episodes. So yeah, and again, you can watch that on YouTube and Spotify video, as well as your usual audio podcast on. So that's what we've been up to. We've been finally almost completing the calls with our talent from our penny raffle for Helene Relief. It's been a blast. We've talked about that for the past whatever, and all the nuances in between, trying to get Mikey Satrazemis and Phil McLaughlin, from their various things to come to the camp. We're going to be at the camp. We're not going to have a table. And the whole other part of the discussion that we've discussed with everybody, Kayla, hey, Kayla Durag, Heather McDowell. I just want to see if I missed anybody, by the way. No, Heather, we can't talk about that. So, TS. So, the other half of the conversation, the most important part of the conversation, is that we are going to be covering Dark Winds Season 3. We're going to have a recap episode of Seasons 1 and 2. We want you to watch along with us. As of this announcement, that's a cue for you to stop whatever you're watching. Maybe not the stuff that's coming out in real time, but all the, stop watching The Walking Dead. You see, I finally got Thomas's text. Stop rewatching The Walking.
Turn your phone off, David.
Shut your mouth. Instead of rewatching The Walking Dead Season 1 for the 99th time, maybe put a pause on that.
I'll never stop.
Shut your mouth, I said. Why don't you see what's going on TikTok? God damn it.
I am. I'm literally liking the live.
David.
Watch Dark Winds so that you can catch up with Season 1 and Season 2. You can watch it on AMC Plus. You can also watch it on Netflix if that's more convenient for you. You can watch basically almost all of AMC's shows on Netflix now, just for your information. And I gotta say, I haven't opened the app in a long time. There are a ton of shows that look really good on AMC.
I'm gonna say this right now. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what you do? You go to Amazon Prime and you add on the AMC add-on package.
I just meant in general, AMC Plus.
100 times better. I guarantee it. Because Netflix won't let you share with your mom. And you know what? That's messed up. I canceled it and I don't have it anymore. And so I'm really salty about anything good that's on Netflix. So
for anybody that's not Bridget and shares her opinion, just watch the first 2 seasons of Dark Winds so you can catch up with us. Join us in our recap episode. I think we're going to do that maybe in 2 weeks to give them time to watch 12 episodes, 6 for Season 1, 6 for Season 2.
And then we're gonna... a really important question for you, Dave. Are you going to be dressing up as Sophia again?
No. we milked that for my birthday yesterday. That was milked, by the way. Anissa posted it. Yvette posted it in there from their own vantage points, which I didn't hate, actually. I thought it was very thoughtful and lovely, but Rachel started it, basically. Everybody kind of followed after that, which I didn't mind. Again, I just say that it's just very sneaky, and it worked. It's a viral marketing campaign if I've ever heard one. But again, watch Seasons 1 and 2 of Dark Winds so that you can show up in our discussion of it for our recap episode. We will be tackling episode by episode Dark Winds Season 3. I should say this because we didn't before, but we will not be having studios for those episodes because we have screeners. We just can't in good conscience I mean, if you want to show up, we can announce it, but like it's going to be talking about things that
No.
have not been released yet.
We
so-
can't, Dave. We cannot.
Exactly.
We actually cannot. Litigiously,
litigiously cannot.
we cannot.
We have the first
We
6
cannot.
episodes of the
They
season.
will be taken away from us like that, and I don't want to lose access
Now,
to
I
that,
think
so-
Darkwind season 3 starts March 6th, I want to say. 9th.
We
It's-
gotta
it's,
get a move
You know,
on.
6 upside down. So March 9th, that's Sunday night, March 9th, I think it is. So watch along with us. Catch up seasons 1, season 2. If you don't care for the recap, I think we just do it for you so that you can get our headspace. Just watch along with us for the season 3 episodes as they're released. This will be occurring probably in tandem or just alongside the release of The Last of Us season 2, which is in April 11th. I want to say, is that right?
Sound right.
On Max.
When we get off of the live, remind me that I have a question for you about that.
Okay. And about screeners, because we did ask for them a million years ago.
No, that wasn't even it. But yes, we
But there
should
we
do
go.
that. It was something else.
We should tack onto that email. Hey, remember when you said we could get screeners for The Last of Us?
And then you psyched me out.
Anyway, so and then Dead City, which we have been kind of kicking around that it may come in April as well. So again, we've got a lot of cool things coming down the pike. And again, I will say this for the folks who are on here right now, and for the folks who will plan on watching this later, it doesn't matter what show it is. We want to know what you're watching and what you think, make a distinction, what you think we would be great at covering. We've already said Severance. Please stop because I'm kicking myself. And every time you say Severance in the comments, I will probably do it again. Just know that when you say Severance in the comments,
his
Thomas will be
testicles
texting
crawl
me.
up into his body.
Yeah. Every time you say
Ew.
Severance in the comments,
I don't know
along with
why,
my
that's what I want.
testicles climbing back on, Thomas will text me a picture of an eggplant and 2 eggs, basically. I don't know why he would do that, but he said he would.
Weird. That's
But
weird.
he didn't. So there you go. What's going on TikTok?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
The White Lotus. Thomas, thank you. I love The White Lotus. And it's I think it's already out, I want to say. And I just got the email from Max about that this weekend.
Oh, that's a really good question, Heather.
Walton Goggins is in season 3, in case you didn't know. And also, talk about Silo. In the first season, it is Steve Zahn. And he's phenomenal.
Yes.
Heather
Heather just asked if she thinks that she could jump in on season 3 of Dark Winds, or is it necessary to watch the first 2 seasons first?
I don't know.
You need to watch the first 2 seasons.
Yeah,
I feel like feel like you'd have to.
There's continuity. It's only 6 episodes apiece, though, and they're pretty.
It is short.
They're fairly quick I mean, they're like 50 minutes. Some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them are 45. Some of them are 40. So they're fairly quick episode watches. But I will say, what was I going to say about that? We were talking about. I don't remember what we were talking about testicles earlier, but just a total mind erase right now.
Sorry.
White Lotus, yes. Oh, Steve's on first season. I should mention another series that I thought Sharon in particular would like because it features badass women for the most part. Why Women Kill? How did I not watch that show a million years ago? Why Women Kill?
Oh, yeah, that's a great show.
The first episode's phenomenal. I liked the first season is phenomenal. It's filmed in 3 vantage points from 3 different time periods. And season 2 follows a more linear story, but does affect, I think, 3 different deaths. Basically, is what the series revolves around. Basically,
it's been a while since I watched that show. How were there 2 seasons? Were there only 2?
Oh, so far 2. Yeah, I think I'll look into the news, but if we even need to, but there might be a season 3 coming down. It seems like a very elaborate show to film.
Well, and they're very the season 1 and season 2 are completely unrelated. Like they're totally different stories.
There's some connective tissue here and there, but not. It's very they're all but divorced. But there's again, if we'd covered it, I could probably explain it. But judging by my face and my struggling to my joy, I really enjoyed that series. There's a decent amount of complexity to it. It's not like a single note,
As far as Steve Zahn and Walton Goggins, they were also in The Righteous Gemstones season 3 together.
That's right, for that last season. And
Yeah.
we should mention that The Righteous Gemstones is coming out with another
Yes,
season,
and
which
it's in March, I think, or March, April, or March or May. I can't remember when, but
is
it
it
is coming
that soon coming?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they ended off the last season, which was season 3.
Yeah.
They ended off really well. It's like it felt like an ending.
I thought so too, because I was like, well, this feels like this is wrapping it up. But they said nope, they're gonna do one more season, but this is gonna be the last season.
Yeah.
But Steve Zahn, Kristen Johnson, and Walton Goggins were all in season 3.
Which one's Kristen Johnson?
She was Sally on Third Rock from the Sun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
She
yes,
was
thank
such
you.
a
I remember
babe.
that name.
Yeah,
She was
of
such a
course.
babe.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Oh my God, she was.
I know. And
It's like-
tall. So
Yeah.
tall.
It's like formative years, teenage
Yeah.
Dave.
I loved
Memories.
Third Rock from the Sun because I was in love with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Everybody
obviously.
was. I was in love
Same.
with Joseph.
I
Obviously.
love the show because I loved the show as soon as I realized that they were named Tom, Dick, and Harry. When that hit me, I was like, this is the show for me.
Should also mention there's been a lot of Fallout news in the last year or so, whatever year that since it's been over, and like things like Macaulay Culkin showing up in the second season. You know, Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone, fair.
Macaulay,
and-
that was the
Oh,
Righteous
no, is it-
Gemstone.
So Righteous Gemstones 2 because he's also set to be in Fallout season 2.
Oh yeah, because he was Baby Billy's son in
Yeah.
Righteous Gemstone season 2.
Was it season 2 or 3? I think
Or
it might have been
maybe it
3.
was- No, I think it was 1. I think it was 2. I mean,
Oh, you might be right. You might be right. I think he shows up near the end of season 3 though.
if anybody's looking for a good movie to watch, I highly recommend A Real Pain because we're talking about Culkins.
Oh,
Kieran,
right. Real
Kieran
Pain.
Culkin.
Kieran.
A Real Pain with Kieran Culkin and Jesse
Thanks.
Eisenberg.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say the Facebook
So
guy, you know?
So good.
Is
Or
that
is-
what he won? Is that what he won for recently?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm surprised it
Yeah.
made
Jennifer
season.
Grey. Jennifer Grey was in it too, but like I literally watched half the movie before I realized that was her.
Well,
Oh, she
That's
doesn't even
Jennifer
look
Grey.
the same anymore.
Yeah,
yeah.
super good movie though.
Yeah, and I've heard that her performance is actually particularly noteworthy. So
I watched a bunch
Yeah.
of terrible movies.
that's on Hulu, by the way. I should
Me
mention.
too.
I think, right? Real Pains.
A Real Pain. It's called A Real Pain is the name of it,
Oh,
and it's
okay.
on. I think it's on Hulu. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was real good. I've been watching old British TV shows because I just love them. They're so funny.
Me too. We were just watching Father Ted.
I'm watching Are You Being Served?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I grew up with that one.
I love that
I was
show.
just telling Trav about The Young Ones because that is like a really good one that I watched when I was in high school because my mom remembered it from when she was younger and we found it like on DVD, and
Young
that one
Ones,
is
Red
a really
Dwarf.
really good one.
Like, around
Oh,
the same time.
we watched a lot of Red Dwarf in the last couple months too.
Yeah, I have been watching Shifting Gears. Jenna's
which
going to
one's-
be on. That's the new show with Tim Allen and
Yeah.
Kat Dennings. And
Evelyn
Jenna's
and I
going
watched
to
the
be.
first episode.
She's going to be in that in the next few episodes. I think. I think she's filming right now. So
I'm
it's
looking forward
it's
to that.
like it's one of those shows that like it's the pilot. You watch the pilot and you're like, all right, it's
It's a
but once-
sitcom.
right. Once you watch it, a few episodes, it's really good. I could do without the laugh track because of those, but
And Daryl
um,
Chill Mitchell's in that too, by the
yeah,
way.
yes, Jill Mitchell's in it, and Sean William Scott.
Which is what?
Hmm.
Are they billing him as Sean William Scott or is it Sean Scott now?
I'm not sure.
I think it might be, but it doesn't
He's-
matter.
He's always going to be Sean William Scott. I'm sorry.
Truly.
Of course.
Yes. But it is pretty funny. The two kids that are on it are really good. Yeah.
I gotta say I appreciate that show so much because it's kind of like what we do here is that we come from different places, and the show kind of illustrates that we can come from different places and still be family, and like we still have different attitudes. It doesn't mean anything really. Like we have different sensibilities, different political leanings, and whatever. Because it's clear on the show, it's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
But it's great to see that people play off of each other and it be okay. And I think I like that. I really do.
He'll always be Stifler.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You will.
Sean William Scott from American
just
Pie.
like- Just like she'll always be Stifler's mom. I don't care what she plays in. She will forever be Stifler's mom.
Also in White Lotus seasons 1 and 2,
Mhm.
which is.
I tried
connective
White
tissue.
Lotus. I really tried White Lotus. I tried, and I just couldn't get into it.
I can't believe that you don't like it. It's you gotta. I mean, you might have to hang in there if you're not already captured by the music and visuals, because that's what really hooked me. Bridget looks like she's about to say something.
Is there anything else that we were
No.
gonna mention on this live? Okay.
We're talking
we're
S.
just like we've gotten like really
What are you,
far
Dave?
off.
Dave is the one. Who
No,
does that.
I'm the one who
Excuse
goes
me.
live more
No,
frequently.
you say it.
So
You're
I'm
passive
It's so-
aggressively say it afterwards. Be like,
It's
"Dave,
been so
can we
long
do
since
that?"
we've all been together that
Yeah.
we're just like,
I know. We're
excited
just
about it.
talking.
I do think we should wrap this up, like Bridget
It's
said.
my
Yeah.
bedtime.
But just to wrap it up, the most important thing to take away from this conversation is that we will be covering Dark Winds. We want you to watch along with us. We'll give you a couple weeks to watch seasons 1 and season 2. There are only 6 episodes apiece, and we will be covering each and every episode of Dark Winds season 3 when it comes out on March 9th of this year. In the usual spot, I think is like 9 p.m.s on AMC. 9 p.m.s on AMC. Sure, we'll stick with that.
Sure, yeah, it's plural.
And I do want your comments for those of you who weren't here during the live stream. I do want to know what you guys are watching and what you think would be great for us to watch and perhaps even cover. You can say Severance as many times as you want, and I will still kick myself because it upsets me every single episode I watch with Evelyn, which I'm finally up to season 2, and I hate myself. Same thing with Paradise, by the way, and that's not Evelyn's fault or anybody else's fault.
Well, we can't know.
We can't know, like you said.
can't
in the
know ahead of
chats. Yeah, it's true.
Good night, Tess.
It was
Tess?
good to see you,
Night,
Tess.
It was
I
great
mean,
to see
you. See your chats. I
Yeah,
don't know,
Thank you
that
for
feels weird.
being here, Tess.
Yeah, thanks. Let me change that. Just glad you were here. That was a weird thing that I said.
Thomas is still texting me. I'm not looking at your text, Thomas. No,
Okay.
I'm just not happening.
Anyway,
Anything
love
you
you
could say
guys
here, you
for
can say there.
real.
Not really.
Yeah, please don't.
Don't. Yeah, I don't. Well, if you want to, it's fine. Yeah,
Love you guys for real.
deal with the consequences.
See you soon-ish.
And if you like what you've heard, head on over to ratethispodcast.com because this will be a podcast episode. Ratethispodcast.com/SQUAWKING. 5 stars and a Severance is all we need to know that you love us. I don't know. You figure it out.
An eggplant with 2 eggs.
No, just a
Yeah.
computer terminal and a mouse trackball thing. But tell us what you liked. Tell us what you didn't like. Tell us what you think we might have missed in this announcement thing. I know we probably didn't say some things that we probably should have, but do that after every single episode. And if you really like what you've heard, head on over to, first of all, our YouTube channel and subscribe to and enable no notifications or all notifications so
Wait,
you don't miss the thing.
Enable none of them.
Well, some of them are subscribing to their favorite podcast platforms like Spotify, where they can also watch us, but it would help for us to subscribe no matter whether you turn on all notifications or not. We would appreciate just the subscribe because it helps us with monetization and all that stuff. We actually finally, is another thing that happened. We didn't say out loud on an episode. We reached over 1,000 followers. We were there. We were almost there when we covered Silo's season finale, but we got there during the episode discussion, not even the episode release. So we appreciate you guys.
If you really, really, really love us and you really, really, really want to help us and you're okay with watching us on not your favorite podcasting platform and you're like, I don't care if I watch you on Spotify, I could watch you on YouTube, go to YouTube and watch us so that we can be monetized.
Yeah. It's like Bridget's stance on Netflix. It's like, I don't support YouTube. It's like, no, but still, can you subscribe? It doesn't cost anything to subscribe.
Please
It's
help
not
us
like
be
Netflix where it
monetized.
keeps costing more, right? Netflix is out of control.
They keep upping the prices and then they wouldn't allow you to share. And that's when I canceled it. Because
Hey.
why am I paying you $20 a month for you to tell me that my mom can't watch it? You're a monster. If my mother wants to watch it, she can watch it.
My
And my
mother-in-law is the same
cousin
way.
and probably an ex somewhere. I don't care. They should all be able to watch it at the high cost of $20 a month. Is how
Spoken
I
like
feel.
a true millennial. Like, everything is free. I'm entitled to everything, even though everything costs more because I keep giving away things for free. Healthcare is a human right. Anyway,
Hi,
so
Bill.
What?
we can,
What?
I thought I'd
that
throw a
got
curveball.
weird. That got really weird.
I don't know.
Also, okay, bye. Love you, Heather.
Hi.
I can't wait to see you
Hi,
here.
Bill Harrell.
And please, hey, Bill.
Hi, Bill. Yeah.
Hi, Bill. Thank you
Bill.
for the birthday wishes,
Hi,
by the way.
Bill.
And also, the supply drops are gone and dead, and they're forever over.
Are they though? You can always
They are.
backtrack and you're
No,
right.
they got rid of it. They got rid of it.
So
Ah,
last but not least, if you aren't, please consider following us, just following us. If anything at all, just follow us. It also costs nothing to do on either Ko-fi or Patreon. That's ko-fi.com/squawkingdead or patreon.com/squawkingdead. It's where we post our recording schedules. It's where we update our recording schedules. There'll be a little calendar for you to click on so you can keep track of them. It doesn't matter. You'll know when you follow us. You'll get a notification when you follow us there. If it tickles your fancy, you could tip us on Ko-fi. It's the only place where you can tip us. And that will enable you to get 30 days of our supported back content and instant and forever access to our Discord. Join a membership tier. When you do, you'll get even more access to more channels on our Discord, as well as a whole bunch of perks in the Ko-fi shop and the little tiny things that you can get from digitally and otherwise from ourselves, because we love you. And if you happen to join the Whispers, Survivors, or Great M tier, you will get a free classic t-shirt upon signing up. And join the Survivors and Great M tier. You can show up alongside us on these episode breakdowns. And that would be great, because that's a great tier. The Great M tier is the greatest ish tier, and the Survivors tier is a wonderful little perk that allows you to join us in the studios as a junior host. I've been your host, David Cammy, and I was joined by
me. I'm CosmoMom09. Boom.
Blazy Gardner.
And Bridget. You can find me at ko-fi.com/punkybrewster. That's PUNKYBRUISETER, or at youtube.com/@punkybrewster, PUNKYBRUISETER, and go like and subscribe that. And you know what? I might cover Buffy, all the episodes of Buffy.
I'm so glad you said that instead of Severance.
Buckle up.
He's like, you know what?
I'm
we're
gonna,
not
and
doing it.
also I'm covering Severance now.